The ability to insert native video in HTML5 without the need for Flash or other plugins such as QuickTime or Silverlight has become one of the most talked about, you could even say overhyped topics. In this lesson I don't plan to discuss which makes the better choice. That's up to individual developers. What I'm going to show you is how to insert native video in a web page using the Adobe Widget Browser, which is now integrated in Dreamweaver CS5.5. Let's start by looking at the end result.
Why was I sent to this place? I'm not a hero.
If it's your fate to be a great hero...
If I switch to split view, you can see that the video is in a video tag, and nested inside the video tags are 3 source tags, one for each of the different encodings that I've got for this particular video. The lack of agreement among browsers on which encoding to use is a major headache for developers, but the Adobe Widget Browser gets around this by providing a fallback solution, which renders the video using Flash if the browser doesn't support any of the encodings you make available on your site. Let's switch to a new page in which we're going to insert the video. First of all, you need to open the Adobe Widget Browser. There are 2 ways of doing so. The easiest way is to go to this icon in the application bar and click Widget Browser. Alternatively, you can go to the Insert menu and select Widget. This gives you a list of the widgets that you've already installed in your widget browser, but if you haven't installed one or you need to get a new one, then you just click this link here in the widget dialog box. The widget browser is a separate program. If you've never opened it before, you'll be prompted to accept a license agreement. I've already used the widget browser, so it opens in a screen called My Widgets. But first-time users will see this display of the Adobe Exchange, and this shows you all the widgets that you can download from the Adobe Exchange free of charge to use within Dreamweaver. There's a wide range of widgets available, but the one that we're interested in is the HTML5 video player. Before you can download anything, you need to sign in with an Adobe ID. The sign-in is here at the top right, and it prompts you for your Adobe ID, which is normally your email address, and a password. If you've not created an account before, click this Create Account button. Create an account is free and it takes only a minute. Well, I've already created an account, so let me just sign in. So now that I'm signed in, I can look at any of these widgets and see which ones I want to download. I'll leave you to do that at your own leisure, but let's download the HTML5 video player. After downloading, it's important to click this Add to My Widgets button in the bottom right. Accept the license, and then go to My Widgets. After downloading a widget, click the button to see what it contains. Most widgets let you configure them by clicking this Configure button down here. The HTML5 video player has very few settings. I'm going to leave them all at their default settings and concentrate on showing you how to insert the widget into a Dreamweaver page. So let's return to Dreamweaver. Now I want to insert my video between 2 paragraphs here, and let's just make sure where we are in split view. Yes, you can see that the insertion point is just before the closing P tag, so what I need to do is to select P in the tag selector down here and click my right arrow key to move outside of the closing P tag. So I'm now between the 2. This means that my video will be inserted between the 2 paragraphs rather than being nested inside the first paragraph. Now to insert the widget, go to the Insert menu and select Widget. It shows us that we've got the HTML5 video player widget installed, and we're going to use the default preset, and then just click OK. And what this does, it inserts all the necessary code to display a default video. First thing I need to do is to save the page. File, Save. Dreamweaver needs to copy a lot of files to your site in order to be able to support the widget. You just need to click OK, and this will put all of those files in the root of your site. We don't want to insert the default video, so we need to make some changes to the code. The width of the video that we're going to use is 420, and its height is 235, and its duration is 1:06. The widget browser has installed 3 source tags for different types of video encoding: WebM, MV4 and OGV. You need to replace the values in the src attributes with paths to the correct video file. So select the name, right-click, and then from the context menu select Code Hint Tools URL Browser. Then click that little browse icon and look for the correct files. They're in the video folder, and the first one I want is WebM. Click OK, and I have to do that the same for each of the others. Second one will be MP4. And the last one is the OGV type. The other thing which I need to change is the poster. The poster is a still image that is displayed before the video starts. There we are, we've got video poster JPG. And let's just save the page and test it in live view. You'll see that it waits a little while before initializing. Then you can click the arrow and it plays. So it's as simple as that to insert video into Dreamweaver CS5.5 using the Adobe Widget Browser and the HTML5 video widget.